So I think it wants to rain. We'll see. See, the bees are having a lot of fun this morning. It's so pretty. And we're seeing a little bit of recovery, not a lot. I'm concerned about my cherry tree. I'm not the only one in Montana this year. We've had a lot of cherry trees that have died or come very close to dying. The whole Flathead Valley region is struggling with production because there were no cherries this year. Just been really sad. So I'm just happy that everybody else is doing well. And this guy is suffering a bit. I fed it after I noticed that it has chlorosis, so I'm not sure the cause right now. We are getting a lot of rain right now, so you never know. Maybe that's affecting it a little bit. But this one looks much better, the underwood. So I can't say what the real problem is. Could have also had something to do with the weather changing. This guy's always had chlorosis. Something in the soil possibly right here. The other acer always looks great. I don't know what it is about the difference really. Then mock orange is looking nice. So hard to say what's happening. Hollyhocks. And these guys have been growing like crazy. I put a bunch of cilantro in here with some chard and of course a cabbage. Just thought I'd throw it in there. I don't know why. I grew them from seeds, so I figured, well, we got to try. So anyway, the cilantro is doing really well because it's hidden behind everything and the weather's been kind of cool. Then I've got an eggplant. They say not to put the eggplant and the tomato close together, but I only have so much room this year, so in my raised garden beds, that's the only negative drawback, I guess you could say. Otherwise, they're really growing well in here. This is probably the best I've ever seen my tomatoes. And that eggplant I didn't grow from seed, but it was smaller when I bought it and seems to be doing really well. So I put some lettuce around those. Yeah, so and then on this one right here, I've got bell peppers. I'm crazy to put the zucchini in there, but there's a zucchini. Over here, there's a cucumber. I just thought I'd try and see what I could squish in here and see how it affects everything's growth. And then some carrots. And another, this is from my mom, but this tomato is kind of spindly. Probably I should have cut it back a little. The other one I didn't have to cut at all. It just grows bushy like that, which is great. I think it's the Costoluto, I think that's what they call it, tomato. It's really good. Yeah, and then we had issues with this pear as well from the cold snap that came in kind of late after it had been warm for a while. So everything had to start over again. But this guy's doing really well. And I see a weed right here. This is a type of a milkweed that's not what you want. It's not like the other's tile. And I got that one, at least most of it. Then the strange thing is things that are not usually supposed to grow well here have done better than I expected. That smoke bush right here. It's happy. It wasn't fazed by the weather changes. And then we have the haskips. I've been eating a few here and there. They're coming along great. And they're something that can grow well here. And then unfortunately, this big tooth maple was affected by the storms and the cold weather patterns, warm and cold fluctuations. It really took a toll on everything. But this will be easy to take care of. I'm not ready to take all the branches out. I'm just going to see what happens. See, in here we have some growth up higher, so I'll just cut as necessary, maybe in the fall. Yeah. So, what else have we got here? That haskip. This is the Boreal Beauty, and it is prolific. It's very good, and those are larger than the ones on the Indigo Gem, but the Indigo Gem did well, and then I got nothing on my Aurora over here. Oh, well, maybe. Hello. Hello, you silly. That looks like I got a couple, they're pretty small. Yeah, you're such a ham. Mm-hmm. So, and then, I'm going to have to dig this one out. This is another weed you don't want, bindweed. And they've been going to seed, and don't want that happening. And this is called a Morden Fire. Oh, I can't remember the name. I'll have to check it out. It's really Fire Glow, I think. It's really pretty. Can I wait till that one opens? And Jens Monk is looking really good this year, but we've had some kind of issues. Well, these are done, so they're okay, but we've had some issues with some caterpillars. They've been chewing on these roses. So we get holes in the roses, and then we have another borer type that likes to bore into these hips, but they don't usually start until the second flush of flowers. And things are overgrown right now that the chickens are not roaming in the yard as much. Things really take off, but also we get more aphids because there's nothing to naturally control everything. Yeah, and then let's see back here. This is the Morden Sunrise, related to the Bill Reed back there. And then this over here is the standard Morden Blush. And it does tend to have a second flush that's pretty good too. So I'll have to trim it. One key with those is to make sure to prune them well in the spring, and then they have a really good flush of flowers. So back here we just have kind of a mess. The Vinca minor is doing fine. The peonies are in bloom. This one it gets pretty tall. I'm surprised. Because we're not really supposed to be having tree peonies here, but maybe it's because it's in the shade. We're already getting a lot of red currants, and I'm kind of letting the birds eat them. They tasted a little sour this year compared to normal. Not sure why, because we have plenty of rain. And then I need to move this guy. It's a 9 bark. One of these days, I'm going to move it. Here's a false spirea. And the apple tree's doing fine, despite the fact that I cut off a branch in the front. It was pretty much dead, or it was dying. One last stop as we go along here. We got some mint growing in the juniper. We got thimbleberry that I put in this year because the birds killed another plant I had there. I'll have to try getting it. I'll discuss that another time. Here is another one of these weeds I mentioned. They're noxious weeds. They almost killed my hairy clematis, but it is still alive and doing fine. So it was time for them to stay in their own space for a little while. I let them out sometimes, but not too long. They can dust bathe or whatever out here, and eat some grass. But they get a little bit crazy on the roots of all the plants. Here we've got an astrantia. Looking good. I just put in this guy, Jacob's Ladder. And I'm really excited about this one. It's a bug bane. I think it's called Hillside Beauty. It's supposed to have large, I guess, spires, kind of like of flowers, white flowers. We'll see how it does this year. Maybe I'll get flowers, maybe I won't. So that's pretty much the yard for now. We're looking forward to nicer weather, we're getting a lot of rain right now, which is good. We need it. So, and it's enough. It's actually better than what's going on in the rest of the country right now. I'll take it. All right, well, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to go and enjoy the garden. Bye.